Later.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Shaking underneath us, guys. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's key. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Durham. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat, and can run the ball.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force.
This coach wanted to be
Let's go!
absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Wants to throw. It's Fuller. Fires to the right. Caught on the outside. It's Gideon. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard this offense is going to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's key. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Durham. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there.
There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to
might
get
have
the
to
ball out of
punt.
your
Let me double
quickly,
check.
but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
To the air, it's Fuller. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes it. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job.
Damn, I didn't realize that I'm that wide open.
Understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. A designed run for the quarterback.
Crazy thing is, I knew exactly what play you were doing, and I had my line go in the center for that reason. I actually baited you with coming out in that play.
Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right.
Get the fuck out.
Stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Trying play action. On a little time, lets it go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted.
We get that motherfucking ball out the air, boy.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Fuller. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes one deep. Grabbed it in the end zone, but caught it just out of bounds on the left sideline. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up.
Fuck that fast-ass meter, boy. We're here.
50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he dropped it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with it. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Carter. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The run to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 18 over Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to pass. Rushes on him. Complete to the right. And runs through another one. They'll get it to the
Dennis, you want to talk about bullshit? Come on, let's be serious.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose.
That fuck you let a tight end get behind me. What a pussy.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty mark.
I knew you were doing that gay-ass 2-point conversion, too. That's hilarious.
And they'll advise organized play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hurley. Forced out of the pocket. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
27-yard line. And that's
One more snap coming before halftime. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
timeout, Arizona State.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Key. Turning it on. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Stopped at the 47 for a 10-yard gain.
Every time I see
Definitely
you
been
go
tough
and wide
sledding
stack,
for
I
this
just come
guy,
out and
especially in
4-3.
the
You'll
first
never
half.
get
They
that
gave
run
him the
ever
ball
again.
a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And
Nowhere.
coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And that's
How
going
the
to be
fuck is my guy not turning around to pick that, man? It's literally right in his face.
No flags, it'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay?
Fuck you.
They're prima
Why are you
donnas.
punching
That's
that
what
shit
they are.
out?
That's
Catch
who
that
they
shit.
are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pulls and fires complete. Hard running there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They just keep firing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying
How's it not a
all
fucking
game
fumble?
long, different ways
I wasn't
to
even going
affect
for it.
him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield.
Knew he was coming with that fucking
But he's
comeback.
got a fresh
Fucking
set of
cover.
downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He goes out of bounds. He is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He might want another play. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. Power ahead.
Come on, fuck. Well, see, you gotta hit that.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Dropping back, it's Fuller. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
It's a seam wide open. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll try to tack on one more. He's looking to... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch.
Got him!
And that trickery works to perfection for the two. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. All the way out across
the fuck down, little boy. Sit down.
The 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Carter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up third down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've
Put 'em
got
up.
work to build a nice
Put the
cushion
fucking
now
fours
to
up.
Bring it home as we check out
Raise
the
'em.
defense after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Grabs it in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And as he throws,
look at the bottom. Perfect timing, user, pick, boy.
And that's a
Read
really
it.
good job.
Read him and wait.
Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the...
Read him and fucking wait!
Touchdown, Arizona State! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Bounced off his feet.
Where's my blocker? Block there. What a pussy.
This defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we haven't...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
How the fuck do you get called by a fat fuck?
Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. All kinds of time before he fires right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have. And
there he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought about letting you go, but then I figured that was
It's
stick
always
by
interesting when
me.
you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending
my
on who you
team.
talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th.
Later.
Stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Looking for space. It's Durham. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back.
Dude, that was the fastest lineman in history. $61.